Alright, hey there everybody. Welcome to the match with JNails here. It's my last match of season 40. I think if I like tie him or better, I'll be in the championship guaranteed. And then less than that, I'm not as sure that it's guaranteed, but anyway, so we have yeah, I guess we have everything. Everything one would want. I'm gonna open recruiter. Goatherd might be okay at some point. Militia will be good, Ranger will be important. Skulk will probably be a good buy at a few points. Due to the I guess if he has 6, he might do crop rotation. I don't know. I don't have 6, so here I'll probably open. I guess it's really got to either be T-Mog or Militia. I think. I mean, you could do Skulk, but I don't know. That doesn't appeal to me that much. Procession will be pretty good. I think. Maybe at some point anyway. And then yeah, I mean, you can really press the tower stuff as far as Workers Village Ranger goes. Possibly pawn. Is JNails a real puzzler thinker? Opens Goatherd. I think that's fine. I will probably get one myself at some point. I mean, I don't know what his opening was. I don't know if he had the 3-6 or what. Or if he just chose to get a Goatherd. He does go with the crop rotation. I think it's fine. I guess I could have gone with the crop rotation, but so we'll probably be I don't want Skulks yet. I'm trying to think. It could be Ranger. He didn't get to trash, or he didn't get to draw with Goatherd, which I guess is nice. Maybe it doesn't matter that much, but either need a Ranger or like Skulk or a Silver or Timo. I don't know. All the 4s are pretty good. Obviously I don't need a second Militia, but and it's like too early for Procession, but the rest of them look okay. Workers Village probably a little early for that. He must have his curse gold. So he's questioning whether he should take a second curse already. I'm not planning on playing my curse gold again. So he doesn't. Doesn't have a recruiter. Trying to think, like, what am I T-mogging even at this point? I mean, the curse gold would be okay to T-mog. And the estate's alright, but I don't have a lot of them. Was a pawn, which is fine. Hopefully we draw both of them, both the terminals actually. Taking another curse. That's scary to me, but we're gonna draw at least one of the militia or the ranger. This is a really nice opening hand for me to find the ranger off the top here. And the recruiter too, but mainly the ranger. I guess our decks are about the same size right now. He got a good T-Mog find. I'm assuming he doesn't have a green card in hand, otherwise you would... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much, but you would typically play the... Go ahead and do the crop rotation first. He might take a Puka. I don't know. He may not be able to play it, so... Very safely play it. He does get a Puka. He does have Recruiter. So he's killing Goat Herd. Okay. At some point I'll buy a Skulk. Don't know when. This doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm okay on villagers. I was gonna say that it's a little sad to but really it's fine. Could be Puka, but I think I like more Rangers. At some point there'll be a Skulk. Maybe this turn? can find the goat herd, it'd be awesome. There is like some nightmare situation where I draw. Maybe there's not. I mean, worst is like trash silver, maybe. There's some world where I have to like trash goat herd, but goes ahead and gets the procession. Okay. Yeah, he found the estate, which sucks, but nothing I can do. My goat herd may draw like a lot, potentially. He still doesn't really have much money. He did. Okay. This is gonna. My goat herd's gonna draw like 6 cards. Not 6, but 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's already at 4. He's not drawing this gold, right? So that's good. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it is 6. It's 6 cards. That's crazy. He didn't get to the gold, so it wasn't that good of a turn, to be honest. In my opinion. It was okay though. Unfortunately, I'm at 11, which is not quite where I want to be. I trashed 2 cards, so his goat herds are okay. He still is finding that estate every time. But whatever. Oh, but he had to play recruiter first. It's a little unfortunate for them, probably. I mean, my plan here is just to keep hitting Workers Village Skulk Ranger mostly. Draw can be a little different from turn to turn, depending on exactly what they do. But yeah, like here he's doing this again, so. Hammond is nothing. He doesn't have. Again, he doesn't have that much money. I'm gonna probably have 13. I had a second goat herd. The goat herds are like just like labs at worst. A lot of the time. I guess I could fail to draw one here. I think this will draw everything. And not quite. Do you play... Do they really stack in any sense? I don't know. I don't know what the order is for Militia versus Skulk, to be honest. Maybe this is really nice. This is a pretty bad hand. He had the estate again. I don't think he's... Maybe he triggered. I mean, maybe some of these times he's triggered a shuffle so that it was on top. But... Well, this turn he's going to make like $4. Because all he has is golds and a militia. Oh. Or he's killing the estate. Wait, he gained in it? Wait. He's killing the estate. He buy an estate at some point? Guess I'm just confused. Then he still had 2. I'm surprised he didn't do money for the pawn, but okay. I'll keep Skulk Militia Recruiter. We'll see if we draw Ranger at Goat Herd. My turn could be quite sad, but... That helps. That locust helps a little bit. Well, he didn't play his militia, okay. Does he have his militia? He still has it, right? Okay. Buys a pawn. Well, he's all about those pawns. He's not all about the pawns, it's just that's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, so poverty, the order didn't matter. I guess the I mean, you don't know you're getting poverty, so you'd still play both. I can check though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. We're gonna want 12. For sure. I mean, I can just do my my classic buys again. So that's just one trash because he didn't trash with either of the goat herd plays. He basically just played procession on cantrip. There's 2 though, so this will help. Yeah, so he drew deck. He get war. War is I guess workers village getting hit is probably the least harmful of the things. Like it's the least essential. Goat herd's gonna draw 2 ranger goat herd pawn. I mean, he's all about these pawns. I mean, I guess it's like a tower out potentially for him, but if I empty, then he's not gonna get the chance to do it. We have to watch piles just because of processions, for sure. But also, like, we can probably take province at some point. Okay. So I don't know if we really want to play all of these. Obviously, we're playing the ranger. We're gonna play militia. There's definitely some. How much money do I have? 1, 2, 3, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. $17. Give me 4 fours. Not that we want to like open up a 3-pile. What can he 3-pile if he processions 3s into 4s? I don't know. Can also province double. Province double 4. Gains a curse. I guess that's the wrong order. I guess that's the reason you play the thing first. Or one of the reasons. I did forget about Plague. I just didn't remember. I don't think we want to use another villager, even though we probably can get some back. I have one goat herd, 6 are in the trash. He just has one goat herd. And he literally only has 2 pawns, so that's not really an issue. He does have T-Mog down this turn. I'm just trying to think if there's like risk to me buying more rangers and such. Risk of pile outs. I mean, there won't be if I province. It is a great opening hand. Didn't call T-Mog. Yeah, see, this is... I should have had the... Well, he may not have trashed. It may give me net me draw, to be honest, so... All the tower points are like in my favor right now, I think, basically. I mean, except like pawns. But he doesn't actually have very many of them. I have the bulk of the rangers. I have all of the workers' villages, maybe but one. The skulks are like pretty even. If I recruit like a skulk this turn, I can go province skulk ranger maybe as my buys. Yeah, so fear is not a hit here, I assume. Bad Omens is a little bit of a hit. We'll just have to see. And then they get another Puka. Did they T-Mog this turn? No, they left the T-Mog. How many trash? Trash. We're up to 4. 5 trashes. Okay, so if this goat herd will draw a crap ton. Probably I shouldn't have worried about the score much. Would it be a pawn? I don't know if we're gonna lower enough piles so that a state pile out's possible. On. Like, how far are we money wise right now? 1, 2, 12, 18, 30. So you have to have $30 to empty right now. Or I do. He doesn't need as much because of the processions, but he's really not like guaranteed to draw just in general. Just with this he doesn't have he doesn't have a journey token flipped right now. He doesn't have any goat herds in deck. I haven't really seen what the value is he's getting out of the processions relative to the amount of card draw it's granted me. If there was more payload in the 5s, then you could do it, or it would be more exciting. But it's just not. It's okay. Okay. I don't know. See, that's the thing is like I think haunting is worse than just 2 discard forced. I think. I'm not 100% on that. Still has a T-Mog down. I mean, I can just double province. I mean, what was I considering? Province, Skulk, Ranger versus double province. Can he pile though, I guess is the question. Well, if he piles Ranger, that's going to score 1, 2, 3. That's going to score 2 points for me. He doesn't even have 3s, right? He would just be getting... On the other hand, if I just double province, that's okay too. I didn't really have overdraw here. I guess I had 1 card overdraw. I could also not add the Skulk. I could go Workers Village Ranger, which would be probably a little more conservative at doubling. Like, he's not doubling next turn. Just get 2. He's again like, if I find my goat herd, it's gonna trash 1,000,000, or it's gonna draw 1,000,000 cards. Did he not find his other ranger? He killed a pawn. His deck has like nothing in it. Basically. Close to nothing. Am I gonna recruiter a skulk? If I double, I go to 30. He doesn't have T-Mog. He needs a bunch of duchies. I also don't know if I'm gonna draw everything. I did have 17, so I could trash a copper. One, two, three, 9. 2, 3. Let's go ahead and kill the skulk. All right, we're good. They don't have some way of getting a bunch of points here. Not really. They would need triple duchy, province, estate. They don't have that money. This took so long. I don't know. Guess we don't need the workers' villages that much. I'll just try 8 and then he didn't skulk me, right? So all right, that's 1. No villages here. No no counting house enablers, I guess. I don't know, this is a weird one, right? Because like it's not totally clear you want to do amulet or copper trashing because the 15 pound points are probably worth it. You can do amulet for trashing your estates and getting silvers. Like Way of the Owl isn't so exciting. Yeah, like all you want to do is like get provinces and then have maybe one of the buy cards, 1 or 2 of the buy cards, so that towards the end you can buy 3 coppers. It's like, I think, the only thing. I still wouldn't play with counting house. I don't know what I open though. Like bridge is probably worse than horse traders, or about the same. Like later on, the bridge would probably better, but well, maybe not once you're greening. Yeah, I just don't know. Amulet looks fine. Like Trashing Estates, Cane Silver looks good here. Trash Copper looks pretty bad, in my opinion. The question is whether you do Amulet with a terminal, or just Amulet, or double Amulet, or just Amulet Silver. Or like, I guess you could buy Necromancer. It's not that exciting, but it's not like the worst opening either here. Like Horse Traders is okay here for a little bit, then it's bad once you trash the estates. Then it's like whatever. Amulet is not totally crazy. Amulet Silver's not crazy. Amulet, then you're gonna be looking for like charms as your 5. Well, you're already kind of looking for charms as your 5, but Amulet, then charms to have your buying for your coppers. It's not crazy. Way the Owl is like not very good here. You might play the amulets as it later on, but he just hits 5, which is good for them. I don't think I want to moat. I mean, I could buy the copper already, but I don't think you have to do that. Necromancer really feels like it's just going to be Zombie Spy, and then like one turn you might Zombie Apprentice. The Owl is okay, yeah. That's true. Owl was nice there for him. Do I want an Owl? Probably not. It's not super clear that these yeah, that's good. That actually seems good to me too. Set aside a gold here. I'm just gonna province. Will be gain silver. Might take one of the coppers. I've had good not amulet collision. I've had good draws for that. He's masoning. I hope he hits. Okay, he hits Crush. That's not that helpful. IMO. Okay, 1, 2, alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I can have 11. Buy. I could buy. I think I just province. What am I doing? Like a secret. What's this last card? Question is, do I go ahead and take the copper now? Before the shuffle is not so appealing. On the other hand, you don't know how many more times you'll see the general. Okay. I guess you do know. The answer is sufficient number of times. That copper isn't really harmful though. Not especially with my deck composition. I'm sure he'll get to the fountain points no problem. It's not really going to be a thing that differentiates us. I do hit 8 here because of the amulet. I don't know if he has like, he must have multiple actions in hand, otherwise like what are the choices? But killed his thingy. He still doesn't have a gold. Not that good to not have. The nice thing is if I do happen to hit three, I don't know what the mode is for, but anyway, if I do happen to hit, 3 provinces, then I can switch to duchies. Wait till I just happen to get a province at some point. And then I'm like good to go. I don't know what the last 2 cards are. I have to think about whether the value is there. To he has a lot of necromancers. Whether the value is there to get a gold in hand. It depends on what he does, of course, or whether I just play as Owl and buy duchy. I think province is one of the last cards. I didn't see my province, so. Non-duration. Honestly, I didn't notice that at all. I would not have noticed it myself. I don't know what kind of response is appropriate. He just gets duchy, so just getting duchy makes me inclined to think I could get a gold on into hand is pretty good. I mean, like if I knew, like this isn't gonna province, right? Because this is a province. This still is not provincing, but okay. But now I'll hit duchies for sure. Still got a few turns to get to my 4th province. This is okay as I can go duchy estate. I will. He's gonna get 15, so he's really, I mean, it's really more accurate to think he's at 30 here. This is kind of nice to see the provinces here. What may happen is the amulets may collide though. But yeah, I am willing to take an estate here. See, like we'll be tied now. The main nice thing just being that I'm, well, it won't matter if he just double provinces, right? But the main very nice thing being that I'm second player is a province. Which I guess I can't take. Since he got to 10, if he had less than 10, I could have done it, though it wouldn't have been 100% safe. It would not have been safe. Or not totally safe. Okay, the question is, do I want a estate here or not? I gotta think about this score. Like, I'm gonna have 46. I mean, I have to like keep up with him in estates in the sense that he also has these necromancers. He may just hit a mill province by province turn. It's not impossible. I guess I could have tried to draw if I knew what the last two cards are. Well, 2, that doesn't help me that much. Guess I want the estate. I'm not totally sure. I mean, if he provinces twice in a row, then I'm sunk, but one, two, three. Now this will depend on if he gets a, or no, it won't. I mean, now I have to take him. I don't even know what you buy. Like, what helps you hit 8 the most? I'm pretty scared he's just gonna get it twice before I do. Because it's just like complete crapshoot at this point. Unless I miss some like obvious thing, which is certainly possible. He just buys the gold. Okay. Because the estates don't help him at this point? Do the estates... There's no way the estates help me. Well, that's not totally true, right? One estate helps me still. Because I can then win no matter what. Taking the estates would be for him, like, getting a tie. Or leaving a tie option. And if I get the first province, then nothing, like, he can't win, but... I haven't seen any of my action cards in a long time. Grave Robber doesn't really help. I don't have enough actions for that. Counting House, I guess it's possible, but it's not. I don't think it'll take that long to hit 8. This is not great. Here I'll set aside gold. Horse Traders is totally oh my god. Horse Traders of course is totally reasonable. He's gonna get it before. He's gonna get it twice. Gonna get it twice. Oh, he still didn't have it. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is the absolute worst. There weren't like piles I could run. If you have like 3 golds in hand with a Necromancer, I would absolutely... He still didn't hit it. Holy cow. Like... I'd have to have 2... I can't do it. You just have to do it this way. He's gonna buy it. I can't watch. If he's slow rolling me on a charm, I am straight up out of here. It's the worst game I ever played. That's not true. But I was gonna... Okay. I don't like all that Necromancer stuff, but... Probably I did something, probably I played some action stupidly when there was like some deck tracking thing or some consideration that would have suggested to do it differently, but... Anyway, I guess you open Peasant. Something. You can open Peasant Doctor. Got Way of the Ox, Advisor, Displays, blah, blah, blah. I got a bunch of stuff. He has the 5-2, which is actually quite nice. I'm gonna assume the next one was the peasant. So he didn't end up getting any more trashy than me. Oh, it's the pouch. I forgot about the pouch. Yeah, that's the other thing you would kind of pause on. Yeah, I agree. I agree with trashing the pouch for sure. This isn't the best thing ever. Best draw ever. Bottom tier or copper. I guess the problem is triggering. Well, how big is the shuffle? I mean, I would trash at least 2 cards. It's just kind of, I think it's got to be worth it with this deck knowledge. You gotta do it, right? You get 2 or 3 trashes. The shuffle isn't that huge. I mean, the alternative is like play Oasis, discard a state, and name a state, which also has a shot of giving you a couple. Well, you're not going to do that, right? Yeah, you're not going to do that because that doesn't give you the soldier play. This could be wrong, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Right, the alternative is draw the copper by a 5. That's not totally unappealing either. Maybe we go with that. You can get a bazaar or a displace. He buys a sleigh for 4, which I'm not. I don't think I'm into that. They're 5 cards. 5 cards, right? So it's gonna be one of them, well, 6. One's an Oasis though. I think I'm gonna go with the thing I said. You could do displays, but I think a bazaar first. He's gonna hit me with soldier now. This may cost me a 5 if that soldier hit. He does go with this place first, which is interesting to me. I'm not totally convinced by it. I mean, of course there's Ox, but like, you don't want to play Necros that much, to be honest. Surely this is a bazaar. What did I buy, an advisor? That's kind of crazy. Potentially. He has another displace. This is so... I hate this deck that he's building. Honestly. I hate it. So if the fugitive is not on top, we don't get to play the fugitive yet. So we probably need to shuffle. This trashing is likely to be not that good. Oh, that's pretty good trashing, actually. Take it back. Hitting the advisor then would have been okay. To clear this, hitting the advisor just to draw a couple coppers would have been pretty good. We'd had Disciple in hand here, that would have been bonkers. I'm like fully not there for his deck at the moment. I don't know that this has any targets at all. I'm just wrong. What a great hit for me. Let's get another advisor. Not 100% sure on that, but I think I want a teacher here. It's a trash situation. Guess that's mostly me. Eventually I'm gonna be able to set up and hit these estates. When that day comes. Yeah, there's getting some trash. Okay. Does it matter? What am I triggering? I'm not really very likely to hit. Hit much? This has gotta be a bad trigger. What did he toss? An advisor. There's a displace. I mean, if the estates weren't in the discard, then it would be pretty easy. Or it would be fine to trigger, you'd be triggering good stuff, but... Okay, so this is fine. For now. The question is just, do we buy? What do we buy? That's a question. Why did he put so many terminals in his deck? Non-drawing things, that's the issue. This could either be an advisor. Pardon me, or like another bazaar. No, I have a bazaar on top, so. You know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the teacher. I'm not actually totally sure still. What is his exile sitch? Because like potentially the doctor can be removing more stop cards, but I'm kind of hoping his deck is messy enough that that's not trivial to do. He's probably hitting me with a soldier. Which will hurt here. This turn should hopefully at least add a couple advisors at the bare minimum and give me a good deal closer to deck drawing, which I need to probably play the teacher, to be honest, or get lucky and draw it into hand. We bought another peasant. It would be. I do kind of wish I had maybe gone with. Well, like Peasant Slay is not totally crazy sometime. To have tried to get the other one going. Alright, the doctor hits nothing, yes. The soldier doesn't attack, the doctor hits nothing. Beautiful. It's beautiful. This is fine. Relatively. So we got like 50-50. What is in there? There's like a bunch of oases. It's like all oases, right? So I was gonna be guaranteed to find it no matter what. This has just gotta be. We can gain the peasant. We can gain and play the peasant. So we got a lot of slaves. It's got a tracker, okay. He is certainly playing with more of the deck than I am, or more of the board than I am at this moment. Just doesn't matter. Okay, so how do we want to do this? What are our goals for this turn? We would like to play a peasant, so that's like goal number 1. Playing 2 peasants wouldn't be that bad either. Getting a 3rd displace. Maybe that can wait. Maybe that can wait. Can we play both peasants is the real... I guess the real question. I don't know why I play this Oasis way off so soon. Definitely one. I mean, okay. Let's just get this out of the way. I'm gonna not play this correctly, so we don't need to I don't need to seek perfection. I'm not going to do it. So I could get a displace, Doctor Displace, draw it. Estate Peasant, draw it. Just to save him the time. Maybe I need to develop. How do I want to add payload here? Well, the displaces are pretty good as far as that goes. I need to start. What do I have in exile? I guess I could get the doctors back. This could just be a bazaar, to be honest. I could try and get Legionary and Gold on my next turn. Hey, look at all these horses. I'm not totally sure that that was correct, but whatever. Yeah, we could get Legionary and Gold. Oh, there's some more horses. They had a lot of horses. I'm kind of in my mind getting the shape of the turn I want to do. Holy, there's some good trash there. Maybe it was wrong to do the tracker. Oh, well, he just drew deck, didn't he? Basically. He's gonna have a disciple. That'll be nice. I don't know if he'll have that much draw next turn since he just played all these horses. I mean, he's gonna be able to play Slay once, I suppose. What's he got in hand? He's got 2 displaces. He's got a Slay. He's got a Teacher. Oh, a Soldier. Okay. But not a lot of any copies of cards right now. What does like Teacher token get me here? Not that much. Might be better to displace it. Oh, he's 2 Slays, okay. But he's not playing either of them for... I'm playing either of them for horses. He has 6 sleighs. What did I think? Well, we'll make him play the horse, I guess. He wants to play the sleigh. He has 4 sleighs. I don't know why I didn't notice all the sleighs he had. So he's gonna give the sleighs like plus action? Is that gonna be his draw? And if he does, what is he drawing? I mean, 3 horses, okay. You can kind of use the sleigh reaction to keep your draw going, but at some point you run into trouble. So I do have quite a few oases, I think. I have 3. All right, we got through that technical difficulty. I would like to get another peasant. And oh, I do have 3 covers next time. Okay. Who knew? Pardon me. Last card's an advisor. Okay. So I'm not getting the teacher played, probably. It's not really critical that I play the teacher. IMO. That's weird, in my opinion. Maybe I'm missing something though. Hopefully his payload here is less impressive than mine is. He's got the disciple, so Maybe all this sleigh stuff works really well. I guess he's gonna be able to like ox something and disciple the sleigh, one of the sleighs, probably. Still pretty low on payload. It doesn't have gold yet. Could get it. Doesn't have, like, say, soldiers to play several of. I should be able to double on my... Well, I will be able to double on my turn, assuming I draw. Yeah, it's gonna be... I don't really know what's in his hand, so I'm having a hard time, like, thinking through all his options. He's got displaces and he's got a bunch of horses, obviously, or some horses, some sleighs and such. But, and then some loose actions of various kinds, like some oases, I think. Yeah, he's got to get golds. Gains province right off the bat. Interesting. I guess I'm looking to triple, actually. Well, that may not be safe, depending on what he does here. That has the potential to be very not safe. But I could do it. If I had been able to, if I had played teacher, maybe there's a world where I can empty files, but probably not. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Can he quad? I don't think so. I mean, maybe. This actually might be okay. Yeah, this is all actually pretty good advisor reveals. To draw the advisor off the top and then have the thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna look for teacher per. Well, no, I decided I can't do that much. I could play a teacher. So it's kind of nice to have it as a deck. Like triple province doesn't sound safe. Quad might be. So he can get duchies quite easily. Probably not quite easily plus 2. I don't know that quad is in the works though, right ahead. However much money before didn't say the teacher. We go gold province, province gold. Feel pretty okay about 2. And if he does 3, then I think I can catch it on duchies. If I can do 4 now though, then I will. Which currently I just don't have the 6s for. I would have to get $16. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I do have the money if I don't play. If I'm able to do it without with just using oases for money. Okay, this is not so bad. He has the disciple. Maybe he can get the duchies. That would be the fear. He has 2 golds. He has 3 displaces. Oh, 1, 2, 3. He can do 5 displaces, which would be oh, I have a estate that he doesn't have too, don't I? So like 4 duchies isn't enough. He needs 4 duchies and an estate. I don't think he can do it. I know there's 3 cards in there. The only really bad thing will be if I have miscounted this. One, 2, 3, 4, 6. I shouldn't actually exchange it, right? Maybe he can win. We'll find out. The undo incoming, though. Yeah, I mean, he can undo it. I don't care. Oh, right. You decide after. Right. Oh, he has 2 disciples. I didn't miss that. Yeah, so he can technically do it. I think he technically has enough gains to do it. Well, now he's discipled a slay, so that reduces the gains. He may get there. Hopefully he doesn't have the draw to make it all happen. But he has to gain 5 duchies. He could tie. If he goes 4 duchies, his state province, he ties. He needs 5 duchies to win, or I guess a second estate, but that's, I think, not possible. I don't even know if he has a buy. I don't even know if the other thing's possible. I don't know. He still has his teacher now this turn, so that'll help him a little bit. I don't have a great drawing hand, but just like if he greens a lot here. Well, I guess the way in which he greens doesn't have to be that bad. But I'm gonna be able to get like province for sure, and maybe more. Maybe provinces stay pretty easily. Just depends. Unfortunately, I think there's some more choices that I have to make, otherwise I would just step away. What are we ranking now in Thunder Dominion? Ways. Where did the heirlooms end up? Okay. Ways are not my favorite landscape of all time. Actually, they're kind of neat. I think the issue is mostly kind of the tedium they add to the interface, which, I don't know. Here is like an example of a board where it's pretty bad interface wise, or it can be. But to be honest, for me, it hasn't been that bad. But like just my playtime relative to him has been so short that I don't really feel it. Well, it hasn't been so short. That's an exaggeration. I shouldn't say that. My perception of it has been that way. he's doing more of the kinds of things that make the. I'm just not using the way, basically, for the most part. So anyway, that's the only thing. Otherwise, I think they're pretty neat. So I don't know where I want to vote them. To be honest, I don't really. When I look at this voting, I just kind of pick a number. It's kind of hard to like assess it in its particular voting context at this point. Like, what are left? Potion, win, gain, reserve interest. See, like, poor Potion's gonna get 22, I guess. But I don't think it deserves that. But probably that's where it's gonna end up. He's getting his displaces in. Okay, so he's not going for the finish, he's going for the attacking. Which is perfectly reasonable. He does need to kind of be in a position where he can win the next turn, depending on what I do. Which is doable. I mean, it just basically takes all the duchies. Like, because my hand is not that good. Like, when he legionaries me, I have to keep displaced gold. I mean, I guess I don't have to, but so voting. I don't know. I kind of feel kind of middling about ways. I'll just pick a number in the bottom middle. Maybe they're better than that. All right, I put a number in. Thunder Dominion. That's all I can think of to stall the talk for Thunder Dominion. Like, I have to keep the province thing, right? Look how wise I was to have. He didn't really score any here, so he's not like. He had a little bit of payload, but he's still going to be a long ways from me in scoring. Maybe he can get there, though. I don't know. This fugitive Major advisor, which would be something, because it may get me a little bit more. Like, it's getting me estate, which, although it looks not that helpful, is actually quite possibly a little bit helpful. So now what does he need? All the duchies is 18, 24. He needs all the duchies, a province, and like 3 estates. So he's going to give us something, I guess, plus buy, but that doesn't. I don't know if he'll have the money to use it then. Maybe he will. Obviously, there was like. The advisor had a real shot of revealing like a hand like this, in which case I would have gotten beyond just province estate, but I can deal with province estate. For sure. Well, maybe I can't. We'll find out in his turn. Anything more like a duchy for me is going to be half VP. I don't think he's doing 10 gains this turn. I just don't believe it. He has to... I don't think so. But it'd be interesting to be proven wrong. I honestly have nothing to talk about. What did everybody else vote? A lot? Some people? The funny thing on the mechanics, I mean, we can't count JSH, of course, but people are all over the place on the mechanics votes. Of course, this is a subjective thing, so... pretty nice to put the disciples in the discard, in my opinion. I think it can make some of the sequencing a little bit harder. He also hasn't got to play the tracker yet. Is he saving the tracker? Well, that was weird, right? He should... Yeah, maybe I should have... I don't know, Disciple versus... I might have been better for me to put the tracker away than the sleigh. I didn't think of that. Yeah, because he's been using the tracker trick, playing it as Ox, and then top decking horses has been a thing he's been doing. So he plays tracker as Field's Gift, which is, I guess he was looking for gains. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, maybe I was thinking deny draw on that hand when I saw the sleigh, but maybe it should have just been the tracker. Obviously the sleighs let him do some of the same trick, but not quite as much. Not quite as much. He gets 4. I don't think he can play both Disciples on displaces and draw those displaces and use those displaces. I do not think that's possible. So I think if I was counting gains, I think it wouldn't be quite the max. He's got 4 displays placed and potentially discipled, adding 2 to those, so potentially 6. Or no, adding 2 to both of those, so potentially 8 displays plays. And then he would need... What did he put his... Oh, he put action on it. Oh, he put action on this place. Maybe he gets there. Maybe he gets there. So, like, he will have the actions now, for sure. Does he have buy? They're like convinced they've got it, I guess, because they're playing... on. I was counting 8 gains, which to me looked a little short of tie, but I could be missing one. Because I was getting 9 gains, but maybe there's another card that I'm forgetting. I'm surprised he exiled a Slay. There's still more trackers. He can get the draw. Did I just miscount? Maybe I just... Oh, no. He's already gained some of the estates. Right? Maybe he gets the tie, maybe he gets the win. I don't know. He must have played an Oasis for not horse at some point. Or I'm missing something. Because otherwise, this was 1, this... Oh, 2, 3. Right, okay. Maybe he just has tie. Tie is fine. Tie I can live with. It's a little sad that I had the draw I did on my last turn, but tie is okay. This thing is gonna take forever. I may not be able to finish this actually. Wait, that went display. Now I'm confused. He just didn't have the fuel to get there, I guess. It was like so hard for me to have any idea what was going on in his turns. Because it's like all horse stuff and... Draw is pretty weak here. Otherwise, there are some things that definitely push you to actions, but there's some things that push you not to actions. Which make it a little weird. I mean, on the other hand, it's not that easy to like empty provinces. And it is quite easy to get a pile of actions here. It's just you can't play them all every turn. So like your rate of adding vineyards isn't going to be that high. But it won't, they can be worth a lot. I'm going to open borrowed in a cent. It's interesting. Maybe that's good, I don't know. I really wasn't thinking of doing that, but like what if you just do Ironworks Settlers Vineyard kind of thing with some dens, some border villages? Surely that outscores the province stuff. Surely? Maybe not surely. I'm gonna try it. It's more fun than just doing an open ironworks full. I don't particularly believe it's good, but there's like anything you do here is gonna be weak in some respects. All I'm trying to do here is like money vineyards, which sounds funny, but it's going to look like that. It's going to be just like adding a lot of actions and then kind of trying to hope you have a potion in hand. Engineer. Okay. Yeah, engineer's fine. Whatever. This is great. Like one of the best tools I could have hit there. I think it looked pretty good. This is either I can trigger shuffle if I borrow. Otherwise, I will not. Otherwise, I'll just have a bunch of coppers and the silver, I guess. The silver's in there. One of the estates. Does hit 6 exactly. Maybe it was better to trigger, I don't know. Wait. Sorry. I think I do want to discard. Or I want to at least think about it. What are the advantageous ones? Not very many, right? I'm not gonna trash. Alright, I'm gonna don't discard. Maybe like shuffle triggers would have been okay. He's into the potions already, which I think is probably fine. Depends a bit on like, I don't know, maybe a little early. Because at some point you don't. He buys another engineer. That to me is weird. That was nice. Okay. He's into it fast. Flame. No? Okay. Look through your discard pile. You may put a card from it onto your deck. Let me think. Sellers is going to pick up a copper. I don't know what the actual last card is. Probably going to gain Ironworks, gain Potion. I'm going to have 5 regardless. I could have 6. I guess some of it depends on what the last card is, which I do not know. This also lets me avoid gaining a silver, which might be good. Having a horse trailer is not bad. See, like this is like so like, oh, you bought a vineyard, okay. It's just not that. In my opinion, not that nice. Oh, I didn't see the Fool too. What did I discard these days? I should discard the Fool. So whatever. Not clear to me that the card is worth it, but so be it. Draws in 5 plays in a stick. It's a little odd. I do like having the Lost in the Woods. I think I will at some point get some value out of that. When that will be, I don't know. Someday. Maybe right now. Hey, good enough for me. I'll take it. My vineyard are currently worth 4. Oh, thank you. Well, let's get into this. All the border villages. It's a lot of dens of sin. Hopefully see the horse traders. Double vineyard. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I'll take it. Okay, very good. I don't remember if I added my second potion ever. I did, right? Yeah. Did they shuffle? No, they're far from a shuffle, right? Okay. We're not really in trouble that way. My vineyards are worth a lot more than his. Right now. This is getting piled pretty low. So there his vineyard went up. So he's even right now. I can kind of track this stuff. Okay. I don't know what the last card is. I also don't know what's more valuable, if getting an estate is even valuable. Okay, my vineyards just went up. He's in debt. Flame's bad. Earth is fine. His vineyards might go up here. He still hasn't shuffled? This shuffle, his states are like, unless I know I'm at a point where the action will go up. For me, it's just more value to play Ironworks as a state, this shuffle for sure, when I can. I'm gonna be really surprised if he buys another engineer, because you can get stuck. I don't want to lower too much. That already may be too much, actually. I guess it's pretty unlikely for him to get 3 horse traders, but he does have an engineer still, so it's not impossible. I'm gonna get forest, which could be quite nice. Actually, I'm gonna get forest. Oh, I guess I don't know. The boons of shuffle. So he's lowering stuff. He didn't find his vineyard. I don't think you borrow for an estate. That doesn't seem very good to me. Okay. And just duchy. I guess there's a... No, I don't think it's worth the card. You just get full. Swamp's nice. Sea could be nice. Mountain could be... No, mountain doesn't matter. He didn't get his potion, okay. I guess it's just wins, right? Without buying the... No. Not quite. It will be probably as good as winning, but it's not quite winning. So I gotta think. Whether it's safe to take the horse traders or not. It should be. So now he needs provinces to get back into it. His vineyard stuff is only 4 points. Upping vineyards is only 4. Maybe he does it twice. These states and the horse traders are both low. Obviously this turn I'm not doing anything probably but buying an estate. But, well, he probably has a province here. Oh, it didn't quite get there. Yeah, that sucks for him. I mean, I guess you go border village duchy even though it potentially... I guess you just do duchy estate. Oh, no, right. You borrow for the province, of course. Finds an engineer. Interesting. I don't know that I'm convinced by that, but... I mean, it puts you in debt, right? So what are you going to do this turn? Because the horse trader's up isn't enough, or the vineyard up is just not enough. I guess if you can double up, but... This is game. I find the engineer stuff weird because, like, it doesn't even seem like an out to me. It seems the opposite of an out. I don't know why people always fast, quick, click ready like the player order is going to be set. They do that all the time. Okay, so the 2-6, I guess, but like, woohoo, open nobles. What's Druid have? Not Wisp. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure about that. No trashing. No trashing, but there's some village and stuff, but no buy. So it doesn't look incredible to, like, say, build up here. I guess you could build up with Druid by this. The village and the draw is expensive. So I'm not convinced by it. On the other hand, I'm not convinced by Skull either. Just did it. I'm just gonna have some bakers. Some fool's golds and silos. It's kind of what I'm thinking. That may be too slow relative to some noble city thing, but without trashing, it seems like a hard sell. Patrician, at least? I guess Patrician greases that a little bit. That's true. Normally you like wouldn't do this stupid thing that I'm doing. But hey, why not? How many fool's gold should I get? Like 4 or 5? 4 or 5? Ugh, can't talk. Here we have, it could be another baker. Could even be a trade. The old silver fool's gold deck. Classic deck. You know it, you love it. Yeah, I guess I'll green now. I don't know. Beats me. I mean, like, if I have a hand where he hits province and I have, like, multiple fool's golds, I'll toss him. I guess I don't do it yet, but... Secretly, I hit more than 9. For those of you who are watching, but he'll never know. I guess we could tie here maybe. Well, it wouldn't be a tie at this point, but you know what I mean. Secretly, I hit exactly 8. I have a lot of tokens. Hopefully he doesn't have 8 here, that would be nice. I would appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Oh my gosh. OMG. You know, He's shuffled. But he doesn't have... Like, what happens if I Dutchy? Let's just play for it. There's a bunch of fool's golds down here. Let's just see if he draws it or not. He did find the baker. He did find the scavenger. Oh no. I didn't feel like Dutchy dancing helped me that much, but so I didn't do it. All right, one more. All right, so at this point I'm going to be in the finals this season and hopefully pretty big lead though. Like N.A. Smith could still, if he beats up Honda, could still be pretty close. But no one can be as high as me, so I will have an advantage. Ty at least will win in the championship for me, no matter what, and possibly a little bit easier. Yeah, there's a bunch of things. Not all like that good. Guess I'm gonna open Armory Church. Way the Turtle. Is there a Way the Turtle trickery deck you can do here? You go in for second Armory already? Yeah, I'm not so into that. For me here, it's got to be like Ironmonger or Second Church. I don't mind delaying stuff a little bit. Eventually we get an upgrade, probably. I mean, at the end of the day, you really can't draw here, even if you have... Like, even if you have a ton of... like, Ironmongers and Mills, you still can't draw that much. It's just not possible. I might get a second Ironmonger. I don't know that I need the upgrade at this point. How thin are they? I don't know. Probably okay thin, but not as thin as me quite. What are the last two cards? They're like both I don't know. Yikes. That's not quite the ideal. We could get a gold now. Not get a gold, but you know what I mean. Guess another upgrade. I don't know. I don't love that. Hey, finally. It's exciting. Let's just set all this aside. Get a couple of these bad boys on top. It may be the end of them, but I need mills now. For sure. Guide I don't care about too much. The thing that would have been nice is to have 2 armories in hand at the start. Anyway, this is all good. Good enough. Let's keep it. We need a province. This is probably really wheel spinny in the end. To be like 100% on the up and up. You may discard a gold. Yeah, let's discard the gold. Let's put market square on top. Oh, I see. The idea is the guide you do like, oh, I see what you can do with the churches and this stuff. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not going to try and do it, but I see the idea. I see the vision. I for sure see the idea. I'm just gonna keep on keeping them. No, not yet. Okay. I think there's like a market square on there anyway, so. There may have been points where I needed to, whatchamacallit? Turtle something? I didn't even ever look for it. I'm gonna try and green this by provinces turn, hopefully. Should be doable. Oh, right. This is a point where I can think about doing turtle things. How important is it for me to get to the church? It's really not, right? Because I'm not going to use it. Probably. If it's the next card, I will. I won't use it. Yeah. Guess probably the mills will be gone this time. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna get the mills. Don't discard. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm gonna want to keep those. Yeah, you can keep like what's better? Churching them or turtling them? Probably turtling them. Where are my ironmongers? Nowhere to be found. One nice move that he has that I don't have is upgrade. You can get duchies. I'm not even paying attention. There may be a point where I can empty the market squares also. I should like pay better attention to that. To be perfectly... Now it'll probably be hard, but... I did not look for that ever, and the odds that it was available at one point or another is kind of high. Like last turn, if I had played on, only it's like $10. Maybe I wouldn't have the money. Okay, but here I can look for it. Because I just need... Well, churches and market squares are the same. I guess armories potentially could be easy too, or useful in some fashion. I want to draw some cards. There we go. I mean, just buying province will be nice too, of course. And I can lower the market squares. Mill. Okay. And take the church out of the deck. Might be useful. Actually, it lets me. Should be like this. You should set one of these guys aside. Maybe both. Gain the silver. It's a province. Don't trash. Play. Don't discard. Keep. This is like really close. Keep. No, not keep actually. Well, let's two buys. We need another buy. You need 3 buys and $10. Oh, I can get one of the buys. Yeah, this works. All right. Finish the sweep. All right, so thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you for the championship match.